the passion or things that you're interested in can actually translate and add on to things that you do at work.
100%. And, I think a lot of like working at LBB is about having a point of view. And, having a point of view comes from like having tastes and preferences. And I think anything that's soft, right? Like anything that's design related, usually helps you exercise, parts of your brain that give you a sense of what your taste or what your preference is. And I think with a lot of us, like with a lot of my colleagues, obviously everyone's interested in different categories, right? There are some people who are very enthused about food. There are others, who really enjoy their like coffee. And then there are others who enjoy, workouts. I think everyone has their passion. But I think, the job to be done of our passion isn't really we're taking our passion and extending it into our work, because obviously if I have a aesthetic, it doesn't mean our consumers, which run in millions, will like exactly what I like or any individual likes. But I think to immerse yourself in some form of art is a great way to develop your own tastes and preferences. And I think that's really what my external passions do for me. They just help me develop tastes and preferences and give me a point of view, which I think is super important in the work that we're doing.
Interesting. I mean, it's very rare that, I mean, as Indians, I don't think so. A lot of us have have grown up or have been told to inculcate passion, right? And it bothers me because now in a world where we are all confined to our own homes, uh, besides work, the only thing that can take you away from your work is passion, and we just don't know what to do with it or about it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know if it's if it's just being Indian. I think a lot of it also has to do with context, right? I think all of us are lucky that we had grandparents and parents who afforded us some amount of privilege,
Sure.
and gave us the opportunity to really understand different parts of art and culture. I think for me, one big advantage of being in a city like Delhi is you have culture all around you, right? And you have to work really hard to escape it, right? Like you have to go to Gurgaon to escape Delhi's culture. With all due respect to whoever is from Gurgaon and listening to this. But I mean, everything from like the history that Delhi has to
Yeah.
the markets that Delhi has, a lot of it is steeped in
Architecture.
this, exactly, right? A lot of it is steeped in this understanding of like it's culture surrounds you. It's on you to pick and choose how you want it to extend into your everyday life. And I don't know. I think growing up, I mean, it's not like my parents inculcated any sense of read about the arts or know about architecture, any of that. I think a lot of it actually just started with the fact that I just grew up in Delhi, and actually the genesis of LBB was me wanting to understand my city a little better. And I think that's when I started going to NGMA and all these great galleries that Delhi has that I mean no one really goes to, though they must be visited. Yeah, so I think just my interest in having in art and culture, a lot of it is just genuinely just come from the city that I live in, and not because I was ever told to follow my passion or frankly to even have any passion. But I think it just came from just letting yourself explore your surroundings a little more, and seeing what you can get from it.